If your photo looks a little soft or blurry, don't worry. In this video, I'm going to show you how to sharpen a photo in GIMP using the easiest and most reliable method. We'll use a professional sharpening technique called Unsharp Mask, and I'll show you how to do it safely so you can improve detail without making your image look harsh or over-edited. This is a great skill whether you're editing portraits, product photos, travel images, or anything else that needs a little extra crispness. And if this tutorial helps you out, please hit that like button and subscribe for more simple GIMP tutorials just like this one. Let's jump in. First, open GIMP and load the photo you want to sharpen. Before you make any changes, it's always a smart idea to work non-destructively. That means you won't damage your original image, and you can always go back and adjust things later if needed. To do that, go over to the Layers panel, right-click on your image layer, and choose Duplicate Layer. This gives you a copy to work on, which is one of the best habits you can build when editing in GIMP. Now that you have a duplicate layer selected, go up to the top menu and click Filters. From there, hover over Enhance and then choose Sharpen, also known as Unsharp Mask. This is the standard sharpening tool in GIMP, and it works by increasing contrast along the edges in your photo. That helps bring out detail and make the image appear more focused. When the Unsharp Mask window opens, you'll see three main sliders: Radius, Amount, and Threshold. These three settings work together, so it's important to adjust them carefully and not just push everything to the maximum. The preview window will help you see the changes in real time, which is extremely useful. Let's start with Radius. Radius controls how wide the sharpening effect spreads around the edges in your image. For most normal photos, you'll want to keep this low. A good starting point is somewhere between 0.5 and 1.5. If you set the radius too high, you can create ugly halos around objects, and the photo may start to look unnatural. So if you want clean, professional-looking results, keep the radius modest. Next is Amount. This controls how strong the sharpening effect is. In simple terms, it determines how intense the added contrast will be along the edges. A good starting range is usually between 0.5 and 1.0. If your photo only needs a gentle boost, stay on the lower end. If it's a little softer than normal and you need more clarity, you can increase it slowly. The key here is to make small adjustments and watch the preview closely. The third setting is Threshold. This is especially important if your photo has smooth areas like skin, skies, or soft backgrounds. Threshold tells GIMP how different pixels need to be before they count as edges. If you raise the threshold slightly, you can protect those smooth areas from being sharpened too much and prevent unwanted noise from becoming more visible. This is very useful for portraits and any image where you want sharp detail without adding grainy artifacts. As you adjust these settings, keep checking the preview. The goal is to sharpen the important details while keeping the image looking natural. If the photo starts to look too crunchy, too noisy, or like it has bright outlines around objects, back off the settings a little. Good sharpening should be subtle. It should improve the photo without making it obvious that heavy editing was done. Once you're happy with the result, click OK to apply the sharpening. At this point, your photo should look cleaner, crisper, and more detailed. If needed, you can always compare the sharpened layer to the original or reduce the layer opacity for a softer effect. That's another great advantage of duplicating the layer first. You have complete control over the final look. And that's how you sharpen a photo in GIMP using Unsharp Mask. It's a simple process, but when you use the right settings, it can make a big difference in image quality. If you found this tutorial helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next GIMP editing guide. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.